rock band doing the rock kind of thing. It was just the rock kind of thing. That was the result. U2 took it up about 20 different levels in terms of what they were trying to say, what they were trying to do, but probably above all, in trying to tell people that we're Irish and we're the new Irish, and it's a different kind of Irish than you might have known. You know, up until then, probably the most provocative thing said by an Irish rock star from the stage was when Phil Lynott asked the audience if they'd any Irish in them. Well, they all went, yeah! He then went on to say, would any of the girls like any more Irish in them? Bono created a new kind of rock star. He didn't just sing about sex and drugs and cars and girls. What he did was something completely different. Bono turned his music into a cause, and he made damn sure that the audience themselves gave a damn about that cause as well. I mean, physically, spiritually, emotionally, he genuinely really does give 100% every night that he's on stage. Sometimes I wonder why Bono bothers, you know, standing up for all those things he believes in, because, of course, then he leaves himself wide open to criticism. I'm just glad he does bother, and I think we should all be glad that he bothers. You know, after so many years of so many of us feeling dodgy about this country, maybe even embarrassed or ashamed, it was Bono who turned the whole thing around and made it positive, made it happening and made it cool. And I think that's one of the great claims for Bono's greatness. In other words, reinventing the image of the country in such a positive way. We have the Celtic Tiger, I know, we had also Italian 90, Mary Robinson, Guinness, etc. But the person who made Ireland cool, well, that was Bono. Apart from the image of Ireland abroad and the importance of the U2 brand all around the world, here at home, it's reckoned they bring in serious money every year from tourism, maybe up to 50 million euro in any given touring year. But the biggest brand for Ireland all around the world, no, it's not Guinness, it's U2. You know, the water tour bus thing behind us here, when it goes by U2 studios over there, your man tells the same joke all the time to every single person from every different country. What's the difference between God and Bono? Well, God doesn't go around thinking he's Bono. With great success, inevitably comes criticism. In recent years, there are some people who have vilified Bono and U2 for moving some of their business outside of Ireland to avail of better tax breaks. And there are those who actually believe that Bono doesn't pay taxes here in Ireland, which of course is ridiculous. He does, and he pays taxes elsewhere as well. It's worth remembering that more than 95% of the business generated by U2 is generated outside of Ireland. But I wonder whether this criticism will be laid at their door if Bono didn't preach about charity and justice.
People are queuing up to die. 3 in a bed. Things you would not believe that you could see in your life.
What is irrefutable is that he and the rest of the band have always lived here, paid taxes here, and also managed to build up a solid audiovisual industry around them since the early 1980s. And there are many companies and there are many graphic artists, etc., working here in Ireland today because of the success of U2. I don't think Bono should be blamed for trying to run his business empire efficiently just because he also has a social conscience. But this is the tightrope that Bono has always danced. Bono has always tried to mix water with oil, if you like, preaching about justice and charity whilst raking in the millions, being a star and dabbling in politics, living a rock and roll lifestyle and having a strong faith.
I have climbed highest mountains, I have run through the fields only to be with you.
Before he became Bono, he was Paul Hewson, second son of a mixed marriage. His mother a Protestant, his father a Catholic. In a country where religion was a black and white issue, his parents gave him the perspective of a grey area in between.
These city walls, these city...
Spirituality has always been part of Bono's lyrics, and for a while, religion was a big part of the band's lives. You know, I remember quite a long time ago being on the U2 tour bus, and I was down at the back having a laugh with Adam Clayton and a few other people as well. And up at the front, there was Larry and Bono and Edge, and they were leafing through the Bible. Well, you know, whatever you're having yourself. But I've always admired Bono's ability and his desire to mix a bit of kind of spirituality, for want of a better word, with rock and roll as well. I'm not for one second trying to claim that Bono was a saint. That's probably because he isn't. The band's religious beliefs at one point almost caused the breakup of the group. There was a time in the late 70s, early 80s, when the Shalom prayer group was in Dublin, and U2 got involved in that. They were very